Welcome in, everyone, to Lively Lewis Stories.
That's right, we're back with even more awesome adventures with Levi and Ivy.
Set your storytime meter to fun and get ready to join the Lively Lewis crew.
All you need is your imagination and...
Off we go! I can't wait to see where our story takes us today.
Have you ever wanted to get more Lively Lewis in your life?
Well, we've got you covered.
Grab an adult and zoom over to livelylewisshop.com.
Or just click on the link in our show notes.
Enough about that. Let's get to today's super Lively Lewis story.
Hey friends, this is part 2 of Levi and Ivy's Healthy Habits. If you haven't listened to part 1, hop over there, listen to that one, and join us back on this story. Lucky for Levi and Ivy, all their training had them at peak running performance, and they just made it to the neighborhood Olympics signups in time. After signing up for the obstacle course race and a few other events, they finally could relax and they started to head back home. My tummy is growling, said Levi. Mine too, said Ivy. Maybe we should have had breakfast. Well, we don't have time now. We only have 2 more days to practice for the neighborhood Olympics, said Levi. We'll just have to have a really good lunch. Sound good? I guess so, said Ivy over the grumbling of her tummy. I really do need to practice the balance beam bonanza and the hippity-hoppity hurdles some more. So Levi and Ivy did the same thing they did the day before, which was eat sugary foods, watch screens, and stay up late talking about the obstacle course race. But that would all stop very soon once they woke up the next morning. Mom, called Ivy from her room. I don't feel good. Can you come in here? Sure, sweetie, I'm on my way, called out Ivy's mom as she walked down the hall from her bedroom to Ivy's room. Dad, called Levi from his room at the same time. I don't feel so good. Can you come in here? Sure, kiddo, I'm on my way, called Levi's dad as he walked down the hall from his bedroom to Levi's room. Once they each got to their kid's room, they found that they had both had the same symptoms. I just don't feel right, Mom, said Ivy. My head hurts and so does my tummy. I just don't feel right, Dad, said Levi. I feel tired, like I have no energy. After hearing all the symptoms, Levi and Ivy's mom and dad met in the hallway to have their own conversation. After talking for a few minutes, they brought both Levi and Ivy into their bedroom and had a big talk with them. First things first, you aren't sick, so that's good, said Levi and Ivy's mom. Not sick? Then why do we feel like this? Said Levi, curling up under his parents' covers. Yeah, added Ivy. It totally feels like we have a cold or something. And the neighborhood Olympics are tomorrow. Once Ivy said that, both her and Levi looked like they were going to cry. We've worked so hard to get into good shape for the obstacle course race, Levi began. We practiced nonstop for like 3 weeks. The monkey bar maze, the bike wheelie ride, and the spin and run. Yeah, and we practiced for the hula hoop backyard hop, the hippity-hoppity hurdles, the rope jump, the football toss, or the wacky whack, added Ivy with a big sigh. And all for nothing because now we're sick and we can't compete tomorrow. Levi and Ivy's mom and dad saw how upset their kids were and couldn't wait another minute to tell them that. Yes, you can compete tomorrow, said Levi and Ivy's dad. You just need to make sure you make some big changes today and stick to them. What do you mean, Dad? What kind of changes? Asked Levi as he sat up in bed. Ivy was listening closely too. We'll do whatever we have to so we can run that obstacle course race tomorrow, said Ivy. Well, it turns out after hearing all your symptoms, your dad and I have determined that you have a case of bad habits, said Levi and Ivy's mom. Bad habits? Habits can't make you sick, giggled Levi. Can they? What do you mean, Mom? Asked Ivy, curious to hear what she was going to say. What I mean is that the way you've been taking care of yourselves, or in this case, not taking care of yourselves, has caused you to feel this way, said their mom. Your bad habits are making you feel sick. But we're getting exercise every day, said Levi. Is that a bad habit? I thought you were always telling us to go outside and play. Oh, that's a great habit, but lots of other things that you're filling your days with are not, said Levi and Ivy's dad. Like bad eating habits, said Levi and Ivy's mom, holding up some empty juice boxes and candy bar wrappers that she had found in the morning in the upstairs bathroom trash can. Eating this stuff all the time can give you quite a tummy ache and zap your energy, making you feel weak and tired. And all the late nights, added Levi and Ivy's dad, that can make you feel tired too. Then there's too much screen time, that can make you feel run down and give you headaches. Along with not staying hydrated when you're running around all day outside can add up to a bunch of bad habits that make you feel not so good. Levi and Ivy couldn't believe what they were hearing. They had made themselves feel sick? They were shocked. And again, we're happy you're both super excited about the neighborhood Olympics and the obstacle course race, but you're taking it a little bit too seriously, said Levi and Ivy's dad. He's right. Daily exercise is a great habit, but it should only be fun and enjoyable, added Levi and Ivy's mom. And winning shouldn't be the only thing you're thinking about while you're doing it. Levi and Ivy finally got it after listening to everything their parents had to say. So if we develop healthy habits and have a good daily routine, then we'll feel better? Asked Levi. All the time? Yep, just like that, answered Levi's mom with a big smile. We'll help you too, added Levi and Ivy's dad. And if you stick with these good habits, you'll both be competing in the obstacle course race tomorrow and you'll feel unstoppable. That sounds great to me, said Ivy with a big smile. Me too, said Levi. So for about an hour, Levi and Ivy wrote a schedule for their day and worked in to add healthy habits to replace their bad ones. They created a list that included things like not skipping meals, eating more fruits and vegetables, avoiding too many sugary snacks and drinks, staying hydrated, limiting their screen time, and setting a regular bedtime. As soon as their list was done, they sat down for a good breakfast. They immediately noticed that they felt more energized for a lot longer than they had when they'd been eating sweet treats and drinking juice boxes for breakfast. Then, instead of running off to watch TV or play on the computer, they each read a book while they rested in their rooms. They knew the best thing for them to do was concentrate on feeling better for their big race the next day. However, they also knew a little exercise and fresh air would be good for them too. So they did some yoga with their mom in the backyard. Then, as Levi and Ivy went through the rest of their day, they remembered to drink lots of water, which helped so much with the headaches they had been having. And they noticed they weren't feeling dizzy when they were moving around. Mom and Dad, this was a great day, said Levi as he and Ivy enjoyed a tasty dinner with lots of veggies. I feel so much better than I have for the last few weeks, added Ivy. And it's all thanks to our new healthy habits. I'm so happy you're both feeling better, said Levi and Ivy's mom. Now, if you just keep up with those healthy habits, you'll be feeling this good every day. You'll have a lot more energy, be less cranky and distracted, and you'll be able to focus more on the things you love, which every once in a while can be eating a sweet treat like a chocolate bar or enjoying a juice box, but just not all the time, okay? Added Levi and Ivy's dad. You got it, said Levi and Ivy. Now, I think the best thing to do next would be, started Levi and Ivy's mom, to do something low energy before bed, like playing a board game all together, suggested Ivy. Then we'll get ready for bed, make sure to get a good night's sleep because we have an obstacle course to win. Have fun competing tomorrow, said Levi. Perfect, said Levi and Ivy's parents together. So proud of their kids and their new healthy habits. After a fun board game, Levi and Ivy headed to bed and got a great night's sleep. They woke up the next day feeling full of energy and ready to go. They ate a healthy breakfast and headed over to the neighborhood Olympics, excited for a fun day. Don't forget your water bottle, shouted Ivy to Levi as she walked out the door. Thank you, Ivy. I got it right here, answered Levi, holding up his neon green water bottle. Great, and Mom gave me some fruit in this little cooler that we can snack on, said Ivy. I'm really excited for today, said Levi with a big smile. Me too, exclaimed Ivy, happy as they walked out the door together. Their parents had already left the house a few minutes before, since they were helping set up for some of the day's events. Once Levi and Ivy arrived at the neighborhood Olympics, it didn't take them long to find their mom and dad as they ran right over to say hello. Have a great day, kids, said Levi and Ivy's dad as he gave them both a big hug. We'll be running around all day, so you're in charge of keeping up with all your good habits. But don't worry, we'll be right here at the end of the obstacle course race, cheering you on when it happens, added Levi and Ivy's mom. Levi and Ivy smiled and ran off to meet up with their friends and start the neighborhood Olympics. The day was a total success and so much fun, with the obstacle course race, as always, being the last event because it was the biggest at the neighborhood Olympics. Levi and Ivy had been having so much fun and felt wonderful going into the obstacle course race because they had practiced all their healthy habits that day. They were snacking on good food, staying hydrated, and resting in between other events. "Have fun, Levi," called out Ivy as she took her mark on the starting line of the race. "You too, Ivy," answered Levi as he ran off to take his mark at the switch-off point of the race. The entire neighborhood crowded around to watch the big final event. And with the countdown from 3, the obstacle course race began. Ivy, then Levi raced through the course with super speed, making it look easy. But more important than that, they were simply having fun. They tackled the monkey bar maze, the bike wheelie ride, the spin and run, the hula hoop backyard hop, the hippity hoppity hurdles, the rope jump, the football toss, the wacky walk, the balance beam bonanza, the hike and hopscotch, the rock and roll ring toss, and even the curvy cone circus was no problem at all. They were out ahead of everyone else competing in the race, but they didn't even notice because they were having so much fun. And when Levi crossed the finish line, making he and Ivy the obstacle course race winners again, he and his sister ran right over to his parents. "Congratulations!" called out Levi and Ivy's mom and dad, giving their kids a big hug. "We're so proud of you." "Well, we owe it all to you," said Levi. "Thanks for teaching us that healthy habits and a good daily routine make such a difference in how we feel and how we act," added Ivy with a huge smile. And from that day on, Levi and Ivy always practiced healthy habits and a good daily routine. They realized that adding those healthy habits into their lives wasn't just smart, but making those little changes allowed them to do more of the things they loved with a full energy and a positive attitude. And some sweet treats every once in a while. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the story and learned a little something too.
And since we know everyone has their own story, we'd love to hear yours.
If you have an idea for a Lively Lewis story, leave a comment on our Apple Podcast review page with 5 stars, your idea, and your little one's name.
Then maybe our next adventure will be with you.
Until our next Storytime Hangout.
Thanks for listening. We can't wait to share another fun Lively Lewis story with you.